Hi guys, Chris and PJ here live in the Dream Giveaway Garage.
Hello, Christopher. Happy Monday to you.
Happy Monday to you, PJ. I thought it was a Monday. There were all these people here.
Yeah, what's going on?
I knew
You're
it
in the
wasn't a
garage
weekend.
today.
Huh?
What's going on in the garage today?
We had a racer here, Pippa, right?
Yes.
Pippa Man?
Yep.
And she was doing some videos with the Mustang Dark Horse and the Porsche and the Road and Track package. So if you're a racing fan, you may know who Pippa is. And big shout out to her and her team. And hope that you guys have a chance to see her with the Dream Giveaway Garage cars, right?
That's right. Chris, you're kind of in like a classic row here.
Definitely a classic car row. They put it back to classic car row, and right here, the two Super Chevys. 1969 Camaro SS396 and a 1970 Chevelle SS454. Let's start with the Camaros. So, did you guys know there were 3 different versions of the SS396 in 1969?
3 different versions of 1960. Why
Correct.
would they make 3 different versions?
3 different horsepower ratings, PJ. Oh. So there was a 325 horsepower, there was a 350 horsepower, and then the solid lifter 375 horsepower, the L78, right?
And we've got the biggest one here.
Got the biggest one. And this one has been supplemented with headers and with AFR aluminum heads. And you can hear how nasty sounding this L78 Camaro is. How many did they make? Well, kind of remember, 1969 was a big year for the Camaro, and it was a long model year as well, because General Motors was having difficulty over a Fisher body getting the second generation body ready to go. So that meant that they extended F-body production, both on the Chevy side and on the Pontiac side, for longer than the year. So if you think about it, when would 69 production start? Probably August of 68, and they would have hit the showrooms in September of 68. But by August of 69, you would have expected them just starting on the 1970s, but it wasn't until January of 1970, a whole like 5 months later, before the 70s hit the street, and that's why they were called 70 and a halves. So that gave 69 production another 5 months, and a huge number of Camaros that year, 170,000. Were they that many? Somebody looked that number up, but it was a huge number. And that number would never be repeated again in the history of the Camaro through all 6 generations. 69 was the biggest year. Now, the Firebird, whole different story, because once Burt Reynolds and Smokey and the Bandit came around, 1979 was the year of the Trans Am, with I think 110,000 just Trans Ams, and if you count Firebirds with that, closer to 200,000 that year. PJ, what do you got going on?
Garrett says such a good era of muscle cars.
Really was. And that colored Cortez Silver, that interior, houndstooth interior.
You love saying that word.
Houndstooth. Right.
Did they all come with that houndstooth interior, Chris?
And according to title, this one has 14,000 original miles. Now it also has, I missed your joke. What'd you say? Say it again.
Oh, I was just saying, you said you like saying the word houndstooth and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So title says 14,000 actual miles. Also has a, not a frame off, a subframe off rotisserie restoration. How can you have so low miles and have a rotisserie restoration? They're not mutually exclusive. You can have both.
Alan says 243,000.
243,000 Camaros in 1969. I knew it was a huge number.
Alan says, it's all mine. Then I woke up. Maybe I'll win it.
Yeah. So where are all 243,000 Camaros now?
Wow, that's an impressive number.
Huge number. Almost 250,000. And even that number is minuscule compared to the number of Mustangs that Ford put out between 1964 in 1966, in which case they put out 1 million Mustangs in those, remember, 64 and a half, all of 65, then into 66. So in about 2 years, they did 1 million Mustangs. That's a huge number.
Thor says Thor's hammer. So that's perfect, with all that stuff that's coming out.
Oh, yeah, there you go. And go ahead, Peter.
Roger says happy Monday to you guys.
Happy Monday to you, Roger.
Christopher says hello, guys. I just want to get some of these in. Alan Burns says good afternoon. Love the Chevys.
Yeah.
Perfect part of that. Ryan says hi. He's out there right now.
Right.
Let's see here. Mike says hi, Chris and PJ.
Hi, everybody out there. Thanks for watching us today. We appreciate you. Can't do it without you guys watching.
That's right. Floyd says you want to know where the other 243,000 were. Floyd says junkyards, probably because of crashes.
Well, a whole lot of them were. And then think of how many rusted away. And then think of how many went to the crusher, turned into tin cans, right?
Yeah, that's amazing.
You got to remember, these were production cars back in the day. And they only sold for what, $3,000 to $4,000 new? So this is way before you saved every possible one that you could find, because you get a good one like this, it's worth over $100,000 now.
Kathy said this is the first car I wanted as a teenager, and I still love it.
There you go.
Hey, Sue says hi, Chris and PJ. Alan says 69 Mustangs, 303,000.
In what year?
69.
69 Mustang. A whole lot of production going on in Detroit in those years. And even before that, think about the 57 Chevy, 1.8 million were produced coming out of the various factories. These days, of course, not so much out of Detroit, but we hope that changes. We hope people start buying Detroit iron again.
Floyd said, my brother had a great 69 RS SS.
That's cool. RS, of course, has hideaway headlights, and this one, I'm glad that you brought that up. This one does not. This is just an SS, the Super Sport. So the SS was the performance package. The RS was the, I guess, the cosmetic package. You'd get the hideaway lights. You'd get the reverse lights in the back. The separate reverse lights in the back. And so, of course, you could get an RS SS. But this one just a Super Sport. And probably this was not ordered an RS SS because those hideaway headlights added a whole lot of weight. And so if you were buying that big block and you were going racing, you didn't want that couple extra 100 pounds on there just for the cosmetic of the hideaway headlights. Right?
So I can see now why you're saying this was performance or the other one was cosmetic.
That's correct. So if the 69 Camaro is all about performance, I think the 70 Chevelle is all about cruising with power. Right? SS454, again, available in the LS5 or the LS6. However, if you opted for the comfort of factory air conditioning back in 1970, you could not get the solid lifter LS6, just like you couldn't get air conditioning on the L78 Camaro. That means that the top dog engine for the Chevelle in 1970 with factory air conditioning is the LS5, and that's what PJ is showing you right there.
This is a big engine.
360 horse. Beautiful restoration on here. And as we've talked about before, these Chevelles ruled the road back in 1970. Everybody loved them. What an amazing year for the Chevelle and the Super Sport. You guys know that they even came out with a Super Sport about maybe 8 or 9 years ago, but it was a 4-door sedan. It wasn't called the Chevelle Super Sport, it's just called the Chevrolet Super Sport.
There's a lot of red interior in here, Chris.
A lot of red interior there. Bench seat, column shift. Right, you can see that it's got the factory AC coming out of the dash. And again, this is a rotisserie restoration, something you'd be very proud not only to cruise in, but if you're into car shows or points, then this car would perform very, very well. Remember, you don't have to choose between them. One winner is going to get both of these in the Super Chevy Dream giveaway.
Jesus says the Super Chevy giveaway is the holy grail.
It really is. And both of these are holy grails. The LS6, yes, is the more desirable. However, again, you couldn't get it with air conditioning. And that's why this package is so cool. For someday...
Is that a pun? Is that a pun?
That is a pun. For the day you just want ultimate performance, you hop in your Camaro. And by the way, I saw the dyno sheet on this, about 500 horsepower. For the warm summer day, you feel like taking your honey for a cruise and still having all that stoplight to stoplight fun in the Chevelle. Both of them to one winner. And I know what you're saying, but Chris, wait. You can't afford the taxes on these. PJ, tell them why.
We are going to cover your tax burden to the IRS.
That's what we're going to do.
That's right.
Federal prize tax. So if you win them, you have a couple responsibilities. One, you got to get them home. Two, you got to, if you decide to register them, then you got to deal with that with your state, wherever you live.
Right, state, county, city, wherever you might have.
That's right.
Issues like that. But we'll take care of all the IRS stuff.
We'll take care of the federal prize tax
because that's the biggest.
On this amazing pair. That's right. It's like on The Price is Right. If you win a new car, before they give you the car, you have to write a check for the taxes. Not a dream giveaway.
Nope, not here.
Yeah, we don't have the big wheel either.
Kathy says I'd be beside myself even if we win one of these, let alone two.
Right, that's just so amazing. It's our biggest classic muscle car giveaway ever. Super Chevy Dream giveaway. Get your entries.
Yeah, we've never done this before,
Never
right?
done it before. We've done a Camaro by itself. We've done a Chevelle by itself.
And we've done a Camaro with an old one and a new one.
With a new Camaro, but there's no new Chevelle, and that's a bummer because Chevy should have made a new Chevelle. And don't ask me why.
Is the Camaro line going away?
Already went away.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
So this is it right
there
here.
You have it right here. Holy grail of the muscle car era. 69 Camaro plus 1970 Chevelle. Get them both at dreamgiveaway.com. Speaking of getting and get it while it's good. You've only got 3 days left to get your entries to win the Viper truck.
Oh yeah, tomorrow we'll go over the Viper truck.
Well, tomorrow we'll talk about the Viper truck. So that ends on Thursday, and also on Thursday we're going to know who won the big show and tow package. That's the F-150, the Mustang, and the Futura trailer. So big week here.
Yeah, big week here.
That's right. So tell you what, guys, we're going to get ready for a surprise guest tomorrow. I don't know if he's going to do a Facebook Live with us or not, but I'll say this. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to.
I don't think we're allowed to yet.
So, a surprise guest. We hope that he can be on the Facebook Live tomorrow. Stay tuned, and we will see you tomorrow with more great fun, more great action, and more great grand prizes. It only happens here live in our favorite place on earth, the Dream Giveaway Garage.
See you next time.